Hey everyone, my name is Daddy Lester and welcome to House Caraan. Sa video na to, pag-usapan natin yung mga bagay na dapat mong i-consider kapag bibili ka ng bahay dito sa probinsya. If you're interested, please keep on watching. Sa channel na to, we talk about parenting, kids, and family life. So if you're interested with those kinds of topics, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell para updated kayo sa mga future uploads. So with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. One of our recent video, we talked about yung difference ng living in the city and living in the province. And isa sa points that we discuss is yung housing, which is mas affordable talaga siya dito sa province. And dito sa video na to, I wanna focus on that area para mabigyan ko kayo ng tips if you're considering na mag-invest ng property dito. Then these are some of the things that you might need to think about first and research about it so you can make sure that you'll be getting the best value for your investment. So kami talaga, we have decided na dito mag-invest ng mga properties, especially dito sa around the Batangas area kasi we've noticed yung growth ng economy dito. A lot of people going outside of Metro Manila for their jobs, for opportunities. Pero you're getting the benefits of the provincial life and yun yung priority talaga namin. And part of that is investing in properties like affordable housing. So just recently, ma-share ko lang. So we invested on another house. We think we can consider our dream house. So it's big enough for us, for our growing family. Tapos, yan, it has the features na gusto namin like enough space. Pwede namin siya mapaganda once we save enough budget. We just want to share the experience and hopefully you learn something from it para naman if you consider buying a house here, then you're well guided. Let's go with tip number 1. First tip is to make sure to define what you need. Ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Of course, madalas gusto natin yung mas malaki, mas maganda, mas accessible, all the ideals, diba? Pero in most cases, if you want luxurious one, then it's more expensive. And we have to be realistic. Ano ba yung kaya ng budget natin? And in our case, we've started with low-cost housing. Maliit lang siya. It's located in Santo Tomas, Batangas. Na-consider namin yung part na mabilis na kayo makakaluwas ng Manila, malapit lang yung mga schools, malapit lang yung hospital, malapit lang sa mga establishment, pero still, we're living in the province. One of the main thing in considering yung what you need is yung actual location. Depende sa needs mo. If you need to go back and forth to Manila, then you might have to consider something near. Or yung malapit sa major thoroughfare like SLEX or sa North naman is yung NLEX. And consider mo din kung may sasakyan ka, kung mabilis na pumasok lang ba dun sa subdivision or dun sa area ng pagtatayo mo ng bahay. Kasi it's always a major expense yung transportation. So location is really important. Isa pang dapat mag-consider about what you need is yung features ng bahay. Ilang rooms ba yung kailangan mo? Ilang bathroom ba yung kailangan mo? Do you need a garage? Do you need malaking living room? In our case, since nag-work from home kami and yung mga bata rin ngayon, kailangan ng area na makapag-study from home, then we need a space na pwede namin maglagay ng computers that's well ventilated, tapos may enough na space para yung mga bata is makapag-aral, same with us to work from home. There are things obviously that you would sacrifice depending on your budget. Like for us, pangarap namin magkaroon ng swimming pool before, pero considering na maliit lang naman yung space at kakain siya ng mas importanteng part ng bahay, then we consider na maybe not this time. So, yung mga ganung bagay, you have to give up something depending on your budget, but you have to consider what is your priority and what you really need. Kailangan ba namin swimming pool? Probably not. Amenities and facilities. So, ito is more applicable siya kung pipiliin mong tumira sa subdivision. Depende sa developer mo, may clubhouse. Yung clubhouse parang automatic naman siya. Then there's basketball court, there's, in our case, may private silang playland, may iba, may swimming pool, like, if you go to the more expensive developers. Pero again, babalik ka dun sa budget mo. Ano bang available dun sa titingnan mo, and alin ba yung hindi mo kayang i-sacrifice? For example, if super hilig mo talagang basketball, then wanna make sure na yung titirahan mo is may access sa mga basketball court. Again, it goes back to, do you need it or not? If it's an extra expense, then you think about it first. Nabanggit ko na rin kanina is yung size ng lot and size ng bahay. Consider mo siya. Of course, the bigger, mas mahal siya. And in our case, since yung mga bata is lumalaki na, then we need a bigger space for extra rooms. Pero if you have the budget, then obviously, you can have it as big as you want. Pero in most cases, most families have a limited budget. So, you think about alin ba yung mas importanteng part ng bahay. So, you consider that extra space. Dito sa province, super common yung 44 square meters up and down. And then yung lot area is 50 to 60 square meter. Mahalaga siya dahil, for example, mahilig kang magtanim-tanim, then you have extra space sa harapan mo. Bottom line is, list down the things that's most important to you, and then the features, the size, the location, put it in one list, and hanap ka ng ideal place na will check most of your preferences. Ito naman ang istorba. Istorbang bata. Hello, istorbang bata.
Go there, go there.
Yan na, ang mga kulit na bata. So, tip number 2 is understand the market. So, pinag-usapan natin dito, know your options. Marami tayong possible na options. Andyan yung subdivision, andyan yung condo, lupa lang muna, and then you build your own house from scratch. Those are some of the options. Pero, always you go back to the first tip na what do you need? Kailangan mo ba ng may matitira na kagad? So, you probably need something na ready-made, like a subdivision or a condo. You have the time, may tinitirahan ka pa naman ngayon, then save up for something na pwede mong i-build from scratch. Dito sa province, marami na rin yung option ng, yun yung kinonsider namin as a family na lumalaki ng mga bata, you need something na matitirahan na kagad, then we consider subdivision. So, merong low cost, merong mid-range, and then merong mga high-end na subdivision. So, it's just a matter of knowing what's available out there. Part of your research, you can do it online, you can watch YouTube videos, you can ask friends, you can ask people living in that area already, kasi mahalaga na meron kang insights, ano ba yung meron dun sa specific na area. Kasi, like for us, tinignan muna namin kung may maayos ba yung internet connection, tingnan namin kung mabilis ba yung transport, tingnan ba namin kung mabilis yung access nga sa mga commercial areas, so mga ganang bagay. Kasi this is a big purchase, dapat talaga pinag-iisipan mabuti. Wife ko, isa sa pinaka lagi niyang tinatanong is part ba ito ng fault line? You can also ask the people if you have a chance to talk to government officials, safety and security. Andyan din yung binabahaba tong lugar na to. Tingnan mo if prone ba yung area na yun sa natural disaster. Kasi, of course, safety is number 1 priority. Number 3 tip is, as early as now, bago ka bumili, make sure you understand the terminologies. So, marami yan. For example, yung equity, ito yung binabayad natin bago natin matirahan yung bahay. Usually, there's a certain percentage na hulugan mo for, let's say, 12 to 24 months. And then, yung amount na yun, parang down payment siya. And then, once nabayaran mo siya, then they start building the house. Whether ipapasok mo siya through bank financing or through pag-ibig. Then yung mortgage, of course, yung monthly na binabayaran mo. Yung mga computation yan is a little bit complicated. It involves taxes, it involves interest rates, it involves a lot of things. As early as now, get yourself acquainted with the terms para naman you make sure na you're getting the best value for your investment. Kasi minsan, hindi natin iwasan, may mga scammer, may mga nag-take advantage na hindi mo siya naiintindihan. So, it's a huge purchase. So, you make sure na hindi masasayang yung pinag-ipunan mong, pinagpaguran mong pera. Next step, I think, is the most important, is yung price and yung budget mo. Again, these are all connected. What you need after you make the research and then you understand the terminologies, you always go back to ano ba yung afford mo. Kasi sometimes you have to adjust what you need for what you can afford. Yun nga, I'll go back to my example. Right now, we actually have 4 units na binabayaran. So, different sizes siya, different price range. Yung pinakang bago, yung pinakang medyo mataas kasi nga we decided na, okay, let's invest for our future and yung mas malaking bahay na siya. Pero yung tinitira namin ngayon is mid-range housing siya. Ayun, nakuha namin siya yung earning capacity namin is mas mababa pa. We adjusted, even though we wanted something bigger, adjusted namin yung kaya namin, depende sa budget namin. And habang lumalaki ng mga kids, meron na kaming 4 na kids, na-realize namin na yung 2-bedroom is talagang kulang sa amin. Yung bahay namin is pwede namang 3-bedroom pero mas maliliit siya. So yung need namin for work from home space, so mas magiging mahirap siya. And since feeling namin na afford na naman namin yung mas malaki rin, we've decided to go for it. That's the key. You make sure na you look at what you need and align it with your budget. Part of budgeting is yung pag-iisip mo kung how would you pay for it. Of course, nabanggit ko nga kanina, you can pay through mortgages, through bank financing, or through pag-ibig, or you can pay it as a whole. I've also heard na may mga naglo-loan sila ng certain amount sa bangko and then pinapatayo nila ng buo yung bahay and then sa bangko na lang sila nagbabayad. Or if you have the money, then it's up to you, pay it upfront cash. Pero for most of us mere mortals, what's important is we look for financing options. Last and final tip is to seek help. I want to reiterate yung value nung getting advice from people who've been there, who knows what they're doing, and not just people that trying to sell you something. I'm not saying anything against realtors or brokers or agents, but of course they have their own agenda. They always push for something that they'll try to sell to you. So if you're asking from a friend or from someone who's living in that area who's not trying to sell you something, it's usually a more honest and more objective na input, kumbaga. So you want that. You want something na would really make you feel comfortable like looking at the property objectively, not just because they have their own motives of selling you something. But of course, itong mga agents natin, if you get a trusted one, then you make sure na you ask all the questions that you can ask kasi they have a lot of experience and they know a lot about housing, and totoo naman na they can definitely help you. But still, you weigh into the different options. Like what we did, punta kami sa division na titira namin, may mga katira na din. We asked a lot of questions like, ano yung experience nila doon, paano ba yung pamalakad ng homeowners association, ng admins, kumusta naman yung mga kapitbahay, even the area, like the outside barangay and the town, things like that. Kasi it's always better to know things and to prepare for it kesa naman, pagsisihan mo na, ay, ba't dito ako nakabili ng bahay? So I guess that's it. This is just some sort of preview of what we wanted to do moving forward kasi we have a lot of friends, a lot of viewers na rin nagtatanong, can we make a guide for something like this? Kasi considering na House Caraan nga naman yung channel namin, and it's really about our family, giving, sharing our experience, tips and tricks for other families like us. Pero building a family is really having a house. That's why we think we can do a series of videos like this for tips and tricks for housing, how to choose your right house, para naman we're well guided, we can go more in depth, and you get more value from our videos. So I guess that's it. Sana may napulot kayo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you sa next video.